Hi everybody, it's Sarah. So I am back and bringing you one of my very first Sarah's faves for self-care and taking care of your mental and physical health. Okay, a little background on this. So several years ago, so it's been, let's see, this is 2022, so 4 years ago, I decided that I didn't feel healthy. I needed to make some changes. I was feeling really just not good, headspace wise, physically, and I wanted to improve on that. So this is the thing. Everything in our bodies, mental, brain, and physical, all of our body systems, they all interrelate and interconnect. So if I'm having a lot of anxiety that I'm maybe not handling too well, that can manifest itself physically in the physical body. So very common manifestations of anxiety are dry mouth, loss of appetite. Sometimes people will become very nauseous. You might get a headache. Okay, some people might even have physical pain depending on how severe their stress levels are at the time and what they're going through. A lot of that is our system's response to the stress trigger at the base of our brain to basically kick us into survival mode. Okay, it's going back to that primitive brain to help keep us alive. All right, so our heart pumps faster, our adrenaline kicks in when we get stressed and anxious, cortisol starts flowing. Well, then what happens when we're stressed out is that then produces those hormones, which can cause us to either stop eating well or overeat, have a lot of more that belly fat you might from the stress that you might be going through. So our mental, I'm sorry, I'm just having an itchy nose right now. I'm sorry. Our mental health and our physical health are interacting all the time. So, for example, if you are, I'm going to give you a physical example here. If you are not eating very healthy, you're eating a lot of processed foods, canned foods, a lot of those like carbs like chips and fried foods, things like that, junk food, sugars, candy. You eat a lot of that, again, our body is gonna feel worn down and sluggish, where it's not getting the nutrients that it's meant to get, which are from healthy fruits, vegetables, berries, healthy proteins, pure, whole, real food. So, backing up many years ago, I have pretty much since my teen years always been a pretty active, health conscious, tried to feed my body really good foods as much as I possibly can. I stay away from soda. I tend to have a really bad sweet tooth and it can get me in trouble. So I, started as a teen, working out all the time, trying to be healthy. Kind of lost my way a little bit into my 20s and then brought it back into my 20s. And I became, like just this eating really fresh a lot. Now, granted, this is all the way through my 20s into my early 30s before I had children, which, I could go to the gym 6 days a week. I could go to the store and pick out my salads and fruits and all of those things, and I'd bring them into work. I had a lot of extra time. And then I had a child, And then I had another one less than a year later. So I had 2 babies. And not only what the stress of, being pregnant, giving birth, pumping, the stress of just having a child. I had a child with in a severe trauma circumstance. So just dealing with that, everything that comes with that, and then learning to be a new mom. And I was not eating healthy. I was not sleeping. I was very stressed. I was dealing with postpartum symptoms, depression, and then other things were going on in my life too. So when I talk about in my 30s having some mental health, struggles, it kind of all started that way. So I lost my gym. I stopped eating healthy. And those were big parts of my life that I needed as far as mental health and taking care of myself. And they were absent. They were gone. I no longer had them. So around, I guess, 2018 or so, I had decided, a little bit before that, I had kind of tried to get back into working out a little bit here and there and doing some of that, trying to get back into that. But I was really lacking in the food area. So at the time, I was doing some Zumba classes, and my friend Jessie, she was teaching some classes, and then another friend, Michelle, was also teaching some classes, and the idea of Juice Plus was introduced to me. And so I read about it, did a lot of research on Juice Plus, and I even went to a conference about it and got to meet Dr. Sears, who did a book all about Juice Plus. And you might even have heard the name Juice Plus. It's been around a really long time. But what I went ahead and I decided was I was going to start off and I was going to do just the basic, my veggies and fruits. And then I did the protein powders, the vanilla and the Dutch chocolate. So I started out with that and I hit the ground running with a Shred 10. I, went all in. I had really quick, fast results from, kind of just putting in that healthy food, the, whole foods, and taking out foods that were not good for me. So no sodas. I pretty much got rid of a lot of dairy. And carbs, processed type foods, fried foods, things like that. I chucked that out the window and started on a really more positive, healthy path. So fast forward 4 years. I've been doing Juice Plus that whole entire time. I've been doing every single day in my coffee. Every day I pick vanilla or I pick a chocolate and I scoop it in of my protein powders, and I scoop that in, and then I add if it's a vanilla day, I add in a little bit of vanilla creamer that's non-dairy, and it's very low in like sugars and fat and cholesterol, is like nothing. If it's a chocolate day, I'll add something in with a little chocolate flavor. And that's my breakfast jump start with like major protein for the day. I also have been doing the fruits and the veggie capsules almost every single day. And I just really noticed a lot of just energy, just overall my immunity. I don't get sick as often. Just my overall health is better. My digestion, so much better. I can tell like if I'm kind of in between capsules and I've haven't had them for a few days, I'm like, oh, my digestive system's off a little bit. So it really has made a big difference in how I feel physically. And then because I feel physically good and have more energy, and my, even my skin is better, I then reap benefits in my mental health. So during COVID, I was sitting a lot because we had to do virtual therapy. That was just what happened. So I started having some issues with my cholesterol, which never have I had any cholesterol issues. So my doctor's like, oh, it's a little high. And then, came back a little while later, oh, it's a little bit higher. And I'm like, this is so weird because, I do my Juice Plus and, I don't really eat terrible. I'm not a terrible eater. I don't eat fast food. I'm not a big junk food eater. So I'm like telling my doctor this, and I'm thinking, why is this happening? Maybe it's genetic, okay? So this is all during COVID. I'm at home with my kids. I'm homeschooling them. I was doing virtual therapy and just, at home a lot and kind of stagnant. We're not going places, not really doing much. And then I read an article about odd reasons why your cholesterol might be high. You want to know what it was? The fact that I was sitting all the time. So when you're sitting, apparently your body, after a certain amount of time, can no longer create the good cholesterol to help eliminate the bad cholesterol. So you lose 95% of your good cholesterol when you're not moving around. And I was like, oh my gosh, because of COVID, I'm sitting all the time. This is insane. So I started to incorporate more movement in my day. I also did some research and started adding in like other supplements like omegas. And I've always been a big fan of elderberry. That is huge for immunity. So I increased my elderberry, and I, was making sure that I was moving, whether it was just walking on the treadmill or going for a walk outside or, whatever I needed to do, my squats, my toning. And 3 months after I started doing that, I went in for another blood work. My cholesterol was completely fine. Blew me away. That's what it was. It was too stagnant. So I, in August of 2021, went back, joined the gym, and I've been pretty much religiously going 3 days a week now, which has been great. I've been doing the omegas, the elderberry, I do my vitamin D, my Juice Plus, and some other things, which I'll talk about later. And I've been thinking about adding in the Juice Plus omegas and the Juice Plus berries. And I've been thinking about this for a while. So Juice Plus offers quite a few different products. So I love their protein powders. Like I said, I put them in my coffee every day to get that jump start of protein and whole food. It's vegan friendly, it's non-GMO, it's so good for you. And I look forward to it every day. You can also cook with it. Not really my thing, but people do all kinds of really awesome stuff with the powders. But, I was thinking these are the most pure of anything that I can get. And I was having to buy certain things from over here, and then this wouldn't be in stock because of COVID. And then I'd have to buy this supplement over here, and it would be this much over here, and it would be drive me crazy. So I researched into the omega-3s that Juice Plus offers. I looked into the berries that they also offer in their capsules, and it had my elderberry in it, plus many more berries, which is so good for you. So I, talked to Jess, my, buyer that I'm buying from her, and she's like, hey, in January 2022, this particular package that you can get your veggies, fruits, berries, and your omegas. Like, we're doing like 10% off. And I'm like, really? Okay. Yeah. I'm like, you know, and I'm researching how much am I going to save in time and money overall, like trying to get things from different places. And then I just started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I have Juice Plus all over my office in here. I talk about it a lot to clients about increasing their overall health and adding in supplements that are going to do really good things for their whole body. And I asked her, I'm like, how much is it to just be a seller of this stuff? Because I've used it for 4 years. I'm hooked. I love it. It makes me feel amazing. Why not tell people more about it? So, signed up. You can purchase Juice Plus from me, right from my mouth. Not really, but yeah, I mean, I love it. So, paid my whatever amount that it was, ordered my bundle with all my good stuff in it, and I legit got it like the next day. Was so excited, and it's just amazing. I am loving the omegas. I am loving the berries added in with my regular veggies and fruits. I cannot tell you guys, number one, how important it is to just be healthy. So the thing that the Juice Plus capsules do is they have this saying of bridging the gap. So I'm not real great at eating big meals all day long and, you know, making sure that I can get to the store and get my salad, and there's just no way. So when I take these supplements in the morning, every morning, I am giving my body what it needs, what it's meant to have for its best health and nutrients that it craves. I can't tell you how much more energy I have and just how much better I feel taking the Juice Plus and being a part of that Juice Plus community. So I'm gonna post a picture of my Juice Plus items, and then I'll also post my link if you want to go on there and just browse around at the different products that Juice Plus offers. Like I said, for 4 years, I was just the basic veggies and fruits. I mean, if you want to start somewhere, that's a good place to start. If you're someone who really needs, like for example, my mom and dad really need like that heart health stuff. So, you know, I talked to my mom the other day. I'm like, these are the best omegas like ever. Like, they are so amazing. You know, I'm asking her what kind of omegas are in the fish oil that you're taking. And so I'm reading all the ingredients to her. I'm like, Mom, if you're going to buy something, you should do these omegas. Like, so good for you. Also, if you're a Juice Plus customer, something else that I love about it, first of all, you can set your shipments to come whenever you want. You can pay in a lump sum, or you can do what I do, which is I just pay per month. You get all of it up front, and then you pay per month a amount. You can have them shipped whenever you would like. You can put them on pause for a while if you need to, you know, whatever you want to do. But if you're a customer, this is something, and I've collected these over the years. I have a ton of them, and I put them in my office because they're so positive. This is part of what I do every day with mental health. So they send me these awesome little like cards, and they have recipes on them. This one says, "Now is the time to start something new." I laminate them, and I legit have them all in my office because they're just so inspiring and positive. On a lot of these, there's, you know, ways to be mindful or ways to improve your day or your life, like healthy lifestyle. There's recipes that come with your stuff. Like, it's so good. I love these things. Like this, you can do hard things. Legit. This is what I talk about all day. So, oh, this one here. love this one. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. That's like my mantra. Kill them with kindness. Okay? So, not only is this something that is going to help you, your health, but they're giving you little reminders and things. They're giving you recipes. And, you know, Juice Plus is just a good product. That's all I can say. It's really been a huge benefit for me on my health and mental health journey. So I would recommend that you check it out. You can also get free gummies, the gummy ones, for your child if you place an order as well. So that is really cool. You can have your child entered into the study. You go in and we can add you into that. But my kids love the gummies. I'll pop the gummies when I'm like looking for a sweet snack, and I'll be like, oh, I'll pop the gummy real quick, and then I'm not like eating something bad. But for real, this, I know it's a long video, but it really is probably the first place that I started in getting better on my journey. So I want to share that with you. If you have questions, let me know. And I'll post some videos here and there too about, just in general, about what Juice Plus is about. So I hope that you found this helpful. And like I said, health is a whole body thing. It's not just about the physical, it's about the mental, it's about all of it. And feeding yourself and giving yourself what you need food-wise, so critical. All right, I will see you guys soon. Stay healthy. Bye.